Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So let's start today's problem. It is sorting for array, but it is a special kind of array where we have 0, 1 and 2, only 3 elements. So to sort this kind of array, we can we can try to sort it by normal sorting methods like bubble sort, quick sort, merge sort, etc. Or since this is a special case, we can apply some special algorithm to it and then solve. So let's discuss what exactly the problem statement is. So it can here on code they have given in terms of number, but in terms of colors, but colors represented it using 0, 1 and 2. So only three types of element are present in the array, and what we have to return in in the output array, that is the sorted one. So to return that sorted array, there can be three ways. One is usual sorting methods, which can be used. The second one is we can traverse the array and count how many number of zeros are there, how many number of ones are there, and how many number of twos are there, and then we can generate the output array based on these three counts. So this method requires it will this method requires at least n square solution and some extra memory, or if we are doing in place, still we have to traverse array twice. One for first time we need to count the number of ones, number of zeros, and number of twos, and in the second traversal we will generate the output array based on that counts. But the more optimum or optimized way is using the algorithm which we are discussing now. So here what we are doing, we are trying to solve this question in order of n complexity, that is linear complexity. So for order of n, so we are traversing array only once, and then using that single traversal we will try to make that array sorted. For this reason, we need three indexes or three pointers. Some people try to call it as a pointers, but I prefer to call it as indexes because they are indexes to the particular element. So three indexes we required. One is for 0, one is for 1, and one is for 2. Okay, so we will start with 0, and we will keep progressing this current indexes which is for 1, and if we found 0, then we are going to swap the current and 0 and increment both. If we found 1, then okay, the current index is fine because this current index is for only 1, so we will increment that current index only, we don't need to swap anything. And if we found 2 as a current element, then we need to swap this current element uh, uh, with the last index, or with the 2's index. So in this way, since we have three indexes, one is for 0, one is for 1, and one is for 2, so using three indexes we can able to solve this problem, and in the very optimized way, that is in order of n time complexity. So let's see what exactly happens when we actually try to solve it on LeetCode. So the mm, I hope you got the logic that we are going to use. Okay, so let's start. So this is the number as an input array. We are going to solve it using three indexes. So we need to declare three indexes. One is for, let's say, I current, which will start with number of which will start with 0. Then I is for just since it's integer, so that's why I use I. Then I0, that is also start with 0, and I end or I2. Okay, so that will be at number of numbers dot size because array index starts with 0. Okay, so while I current is less than or equal to I2, because we are decrementing I2 and we are incrementing I current. Okay, so there can be three possible cases. Let's try to do it via switch. So number of I current element can be anything. So case 0, then second will be case 1, and third will be case 2. Clear? So if we traverse this element, traverse this array, then max to max we will require order of n time complexity. So what we have to do? Okay, so if we found the 0, then what we have to do is swap, as discussed in our logic. We have to swap who number of current element and number at 0th position. Okay, that we need to swap. Okay, since we have done this, so what we can do, we have to increment the current pointer or current index, and also we have to increment the 0th index. So to increment both these, we can make use of prefix operator. Okay, if you found 1, then no need to do anything, just we have to go to next element, because current should always point to +1. Current should point to 1. So if you found anything, okay, then we need to process next element. Current element is fine at its position. If 0 found, then we have to swap the 0 and the current element, because we have a separate counter for 0. So in the first part of the array, all the zeros will be there. In the middle part of the array, all the ones will be there, and in the last part of the array, we will have all the 2s. So if we found 2, so then what we have to do? We have to swap 0 and number of I. So std swap is there, so that swap function will swap 2 elements from the array, and then we have to decrement the I2. Please keep attention here, because here we are just decrementing I2, not incrementing current, because current can be anything, either 0 or 1. So that's why we are not taking any action in the next step. When the current will again come to process, if it is 0 or 1, then it will be processed accordingly. But currently we are just decrementing the 2, because we are not so sure that whether it is 0 or 1. That's why we are not incremented current, only decremented 0. So just be make sure that you didn't increment plus here. Okay, let's try to run this code. Hope so it will work for sample test case. Yes, correct. So it works. Let's try to run it for all the test cases. Yeah, our solution got accepted. All the test cases were passed. So I hope you got the solution, you got the logic, and you can try it out. This is 75th problem on the LeetCode. It's free site. You can use for your DSA practice session. I will keep the link of the GitHub where I have committed this solution on my GitHub account. So please do check it out. If you found this content useful, then please like the video, comment on it, and do subscribe my channel. Thank you.